الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. The hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu that the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that Iman is bid'un wa sab'una أو bid'un wa sittuna shu'bah, that the Iman, faith, is more than 70 branches, categories of Iman. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, أفضلها, the best of it, the best branch of Iman, the best category of Iman is La ilaha illallah, is to live by La ilaha illallah, is to say La ilaha illallah, is to understand La ilaha illallah, is to teach La ilaha illallah, is to believe, of course, live by, is absolutely, there is no authorities, no power, no deity, no decision, no harm, no benefit will come unless Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decide for it to happen. This is La ilaha illallah. We know the story, somebody on Akhirah, he will come with records filling the horizons of bad deeds. Bad deeds, just scrolls and scrolls, files after files of bad deeds. And when he's still in the middle of accounting, auditing, checking, he just gives up and he's walking to hell by himself. He's just, who's going to get this and end up anywhere else? And he was told to stop. This is the day of justice and judgment. It's not just, nobody will wrong you even in atom's way. And they find this bitaqa. Bitaqa is like the card you give to each other. Tiny, small paper record. Opened it up and it has La ilaha illallah in it. He made La ilaha illallah in his heart once that was sincere. They say, the Prophet ﷺ say, they weighed La ilaha illallah against the mountain of other file. Nothing weighs against La ilaha illallah. Nothing can be compared. فَرَجَحَتْ the side of La ilaha illallah was the winner. And he ended up in Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ said, مَنْ قَالَ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ دَخَلَ الْجَنَّةِ. Whoever believes in La ilaha illallah, say La ilaha illallah, understand La ilaha illallah, loves La ilaha illallah. This is the best thing. The Prophet ﷺ said, the best thing that I say, and even prophets before me for the last history said, is La ilaha illallah. Nothing better than saying there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no deity, there is no power, there is no one loves me more than Allah. No one protects me more than Allah. No one I can trust more than Allah. One of the greatest scholars of all times, he says, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, I think, he says, in a day of judgment, if Allah gives me the option, do you want your mom to judge you or I judge you? I said, oh, you Allah, He loves me more than my mom. Can you imagine that understanding of La ilaha illallah, that Allah loves us more than our mothers loves us, more than your wife loves her children, Allah loves them more. Allah loves them more. So the Prophet ﷺ said, the highest branch of Iman is to live by La ilaha illallah, to understand La ilaha illallah. And the lowest branch of Iman, still Iman, is removing harm from people's way. Removing harm. You find a rock, it's going to flick by a car, and you can move it. Oh, subhanallah. That is an appreciated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You find the slippers, you put it in the shoe rack. You find some rubbish. That we think is just a good manners, habits. No. That is Iman. That is faith. That is believing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us to be beneficial to others, to bring benefit to others, to bring happiness to others. Others can be even animals, as we're going to know inshallah in some other hadith in the future. And then the Prophet ﷺ specifically, especially from all this, he says, وَالْحَيَاء شُعْبَ مِنْ شُعَبِ الْإِيمَانِ. Haya is self-respect. Haya is, they call it modesty. They call it modesty. It is self-respect. You do not want to be seen in a situation that's suspicious. That's called haya. You don't want to be heard speaking some language that you say, oh, I'm embarrassed for people to know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees what you see, Allah hears what you hear. So haya is to self-respect first before worrying about what the people will say, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala consider that Iman. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was the best of all those who have haya. They say he had haya, he has self-respect. It's like the young girls when they are embarrassed from, some talks. The young, in the old days, thousands of years ago, the girls used to be embarrassed when the people talk about her marriage, about her future. The Prophet ﷺ was that self-respect. If he hears something, rude or vulgar somewhere, his face, it shows in his face, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he is the one who established history of mankind, the one who is the most powerful man to change the course of Asia and Africa and Europe and the world. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with all this power, he still have this self-respect and shyness, and modesty. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give that to us and our family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us haya and give it to our children and give it to our family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the people of Jannah, make us from the people of Iman and Taqwa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us those who live by La ilaha illallah and die on La ilaha illallah and be brought in akhirah and rewarded for the reward and ajr of La ilaha illallah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وجزاكم الله خير.